Welcome back to Athletic Avengers, the channel where we dissect the triumphs, the train wrecks, and everything in between in the wild world of sports. Today, we're zooming in on a quarterback at a crossroads, Aaron Rodgers. The former Jets QB's been cut loose, and the big question is, what's next? Retirement, a third NFL team, or maybe he'll just vanish into a cave with his crystals and a podcast mic. Buckle up, Avengers, because we're unpacking it all, his legendary highs, his faceplant lows, and a little roasting for good measure. As we all know, the New York Jets just handed Aaron Rodgers his walking papers. After 2 seasons of sky-high hype, the Jets said, "Nah, we're good." Rodgers hopped a flight to Jersey to beg for his job. Picture him strolling in with that man bun in a sob story, but new head coach Aaron Glenn and GM Darren Muji weren't fazed. They're tearing it down and starting over after a brutal 5-12 season. Rodgers is out, and the Jets are officially off the A-Rod train. Honestly, can you blame them? Now, before we dunk on him too hard, let's give the man his flowers. Aaron Rodgers is a certifiable NFL icon. This dude's got 4 MVP awards, 2011, 2014, 2020, and 2021, more than most QBs can dream of. He won Super Bowl 45 with the Packers, outdueling Big Ben and the Steelers with 304 yards and 3 TDs like it was a backyard pickup game. Career stats, insane. Over 62,000 passing yards, 503 touchdowns, and a league-best 102.6 passer rating. He's been slinging dimes since 2005, taking over from Brett Favre in Green Bay and turning the Packers into a perennial contender. The guy's a first-ballot Hall of Famer, no question. But here's where it gets juicy. His failures are almost as loud as his wins. Let's rewind to 2021. Rodgers bolts from Green Bay after 18 seasons because he's mad at the front office. Like, dude, you won 1 Super Bowl in 18 years. Maybe chill. He lands with the Jets in 2023, and it's billed as the second. Coming of Joe Namath, Season 1. 4 plays in, he tears his Achilles, and the Jets finish 7-10. Season 2, this past year, he's back, throws for 3,897 yards and 28 TDs, but the team craters to 5-12. 5 wins. That's not a savior. That's a guy who got paid $75 million to cosplay as a backup. The Jets went from Super Bowl or bust to bust faster than you can say interception. So where does Aaron go from here? Option 1, retirement. Rodgers has dropped hints, saying he needs a mental and physical rest. Translation, I'm tired of losing and getting yelled at on Twitter. At 41, he's got the resume to walk away. Super Bowl ring, MVPs, enough cash to buy a small country. Imagine him retiring, growing out that beard, sipping artisanal tea, and hosting a podcast where he overanalyzes his own aura. Honestly, it's not the worst move. Go out with some dignity, right? Option 2, a third NFL team. Word on the street is he's got unfinished business. Teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, with a stout fence but no QB, or the Indianapolis Colts, desperate for a veteran, might take a flyer. In 2024, he proved he can still chuck it. Those 28 TDs didn't throw themselves, but his legs are toast, and his decision-making's gotten quirky. Plus, he's bringing the drama. Teammates will be dodging passive-aggressive press conferences all season. At this point, it's less third act and more Brett Favre retirement tour part 2. Didn't we learn from that mess? There's even a wild card. Maybe he takes a gap year, does another darkness retreat, comes back in 2026 claiming he's evolved. I mean, this guy skipped practices to trip on ayahuasca, so nothing's off the table. Aaron, my man, what happened? You went from Green Bay's golden child to the Jets, overpriced baggage like it was a speed run. You're out there acting like you invented football, but your Jets tenure was a bigger flop than a Will Levis Mayo commercial. $75 million for 18 games and 5 wins. I've seen better return on investment on a broken vending machine. And don't get me started on the vibes. You spent more time dodging vaccines and preaching mindfulness than winning games. Time to face it, bro. You're not Tom Brady. You're the guy who peaked in 2011 and has been coasting on charisma and a good arm ever since. Pick a lane, retire with a legacy, or hobble to another team and risk becoming the NFL's sad sitcom reboot nobody asked for. Rodgers is at a fork in the road, Avengers. He's got the hardware to call it quits and the arm to keep going, but does he have the heart? Retirement could cement him as a legend who knew when to bow out. Another team might just turn him into a punchline. What's your take? Should Aaron hang him up or roll the dice on a third chapter? Hit the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to Athletic Avengers for more no-holds-barred sports breakdowns.